So, are we live, Mr. Jeremy Bryant?
Yes, we are live in Studio B.
Hey,
a change of pace
shout
for
out.
us, man.
It's a little more secluded in here. It's more of a vibe in here. I can't lie. I actually don't mind it in here. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I am running on fumes like the Jordan flu game. But, but Woodward Sports proudly brings to you.
That was pizza game. That's what that was.
No, for real. Woodward Sports proudly brings to you is Woodward Sports Tag Team Champions of the World. You know the spiel. KGJB, Woodward Ringside, baby. We are in here for another episode. Apologies to anybody that do look forward to these episodes. We have had just a crazy couple weeks here at the network.
Crazy.
We wish we could tell you everything that is going on here, but that would take the whole episode. So but we are here today, and just before we get started, want to give a big shout out to MMT. That is Mitten Muay Thai. Big event going down tomorrow. MMT 6. Make sure you get your tickets right now, man. Big event. Your boy is doing commentary for the event. I'm very, very excited. Shout out to the boys, Phil and the crew over there. I am so much looking forward to some great Mitten Muay Thai action tomorrow night. But yeah, we'll try and leave that link in the comments for anybody interested.
Yes.
Get your tickets. They 15% off right now. So if you want something to do on a Saturday night, I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. They put on very, very entertaining fights. I cannot wait for tomorrow night, man. It'll be
get them ahead of time right now because they're going to be more expensive at the door if you try to get them at the door. So go order them right now.
No, that's a good point, JB. Absolutely. But just wanted to get into it, give y'all a little episode today. And, basically we're going to focus on SummerSlam, with SummerSlam being this weekend, correct?
It is this weekend. And before we hop into the match cards, I wanted to probably throw in this question on you. Crazy now.
No, that's fine.
Out of all the SummerSlams, what has been your favorite? Because I've heard a lot from TikTok, the Twitter sphere, and everything like that. There's one in particular that sticks out for everyone.
Okay, I think I may know which SummerSlam that is, but I will say there's a few actually for me. SummerSlam '94. Only because of the nostalgia factor. When I first got into wrestling, rest in peace to my granddad, Joe. He used to have wrestling tapes, man. He had a lot of them.
I remember them wrestling tapes.
Yeah, the wrestling VHSs. And, he had Bash at the Beach, WCW. He had SummerSlam 94. And that was one of the first wrestling videos that I'd ever seen, man. And just that card was crazy. You had Bret Hart versus Owen Hart steel cage match with the Hart family surrounding the ring. You had the Ted DiBiase's Undertaker versus Paul Bearer's Undertaker. Like, that was just a crazy event. So that's one of my favorites. Not to say that it was the best, but the one that they had here I thought was dope because I actually got to go to it.
Yeah, that one was cool as hell.
That was the biggest WWE event I had been to that point. So, and of course, SummerSlam being like the second biggest event for WWE, WrestleMania on my bucket list, but going to a SummerSlam at Ford Field, that crowd was absolutely electric. SummerSlam 2000. And SummerSlam 2000 had the infamous TLC match between the Hardys, the Dudleys, and Edge and Christian. I believe that was the first one because WrestleMania was the second.
They have another one,
WrestleMania 17, I believe that year, that was the second in their feud. So, but no, that first one it changed the game, bro. Absolutely. Like, that match will never get tired. And was Shawn Michaels come back? I think it was SummerSlam 2002. When he came back and he had the Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight Championship. I believe that was SummerSlam. Right now.
Is it 2002 or 2003?
Okay, well, yeah, whichever Summers, I believe that was SummerSlam. Whichever one that was no. You know what? That was Survivor Series, I believe. Yeah, I believe that. So scratch that. I really do feel that was like Survivor Series 2002, I believe.
I'm trying to pull it up right now because I brought this up because a buddy of mine put this question out there and he was like, any other SummerSlam is wrong, but he was saying SummerSlam 2002.
Yeah, because that was what Rock. That was Rock Booker T. That
it was Rock and Brock.
Oh, Rock and Brock. Oh,
undisputed title, bro. Shawn Michaels ended up defeating Triple H, unsanctioned match.
Yep, because when he came back, Triple H turned on him. Yep.
Rob Van Dam versus Chris Benoit. Rest in peace of Chris Benoit.
Are we resting in peace?
Yeah. I mean, he
wrestling legend. We don't agree with the shit.
Agree to everything you do, but still,
wrestling legend. Absolutely, gotta acknowledge that.
Kurt Angle went up against Rey Mysterio in a singles match.
That was a great match too. No, that was a great match.
Ric Flair was on the card defeating Chris Jericho.
That was when Ric Flair still kind of had it a little bit. He was older, but he still kind of had that kick a little bit. So.
Kick a little bit. I think for me, having to go back to, as you said, the VHS tapes, the videotapes, went to the video store, got this. I think this was the first SummerSlam I actually seen. SummerSlam 98.
Ooh. Was that Undertaker Stone Cold?
Yes.
Yeah.
Highway to Hell in Madison Square Garden. So there's that one. And 2003, that one had the elimination. 2003. That one had the Elimination Chamber.
At SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was Survivor Series. But
it was another... They did have one at Survivor Series, I believe.
And that's when Shawn Michaels won the title. But which one was at SummerSlam?
I just literally passed on this.
That's a good question, though. You bring it back to nostalgia.
I know. I remember, like, that's the one that stuck out in my head, too. The Highway to Hell one in 98. Like, also, you saw the weirdest intro matches to that, too. Do you remember the Oddies? I think they were called.
The Oddies? I remember the Job Squad.
No, so this was Luna, Shaggy 2 Dope, Violent J.
Oh, shit.
The Oddies or whatever the fuck they called it.
Yeah, I do faintly remember that group.
Yeah.
It's such a weird group, bro.
It's such a weird group. And it was just like, I vaguely remember these dudes. The dude came out there with a Cartman doll in his hand. And
dog. The Big Blue Meanie, I think that was. Yeah.
Yes.
Dog, shout out Big Blue Meanie, man. Because, he came from the Job Squad. I remember he was with Al Snow and them. And then, they kind of put them all in a group. Luna Vachon, man, she don't get enough credit for what she was during that era. A really good female performer and manager, bro. But she was batshit, though. Like, the lightning on the side of her skull and shit.
She was batshit. And if you ever get a chance to check out the Dark Side of the Mat on Vice, they do have an episode with her in it as well, too.
Yeah.
She was going through some things. And, man, just the last couple of days leading up to her passing were just rough for her. But she tried everything she could to stay into wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling tragedies are some of the worst tragedies, period. Like, just in life, bro. Like, some of the lives wrestlers live, bro, is crazy.
Yeah, but that Elimination Chamber from 03 had Triple H, Goldberg, Chris Jericho, Shawn Michaels, Randy Orton, and Kevin Nash.
And that's the one where Triple H should have fucking lost. Yeah, I remember Kevin Nash was around, but that was the one that Triple H should have absolutely took the fucking L to Goldberg. And he just couldn't fucking do it.
He wasn't doing
the Reign of Terror. And low-key, I think that was the start of the Reign of Terror. Because shortly after that is when Evolution was formed. And after that, it was like Triple H, Purple Trunks Triple H. Oh, my God, bro.
Oh, I forgot about Purple Trunks Triple H.
Give me a fucking aneurysm. And listen, respect to Triple H, one of the GOATs. Like, you can't deny that. But during that period, he was Hulk Hogan during that period. Just, no, I'm not putting nobody over. It's my show. It's my time.
I had that action figure of him in the purple trunks with the Triple H on the H.
Bro, and the clean shave. Like, I hated that version of Triple H, bro. He was oh my God, bro. You bringing back some memories. So I couldn't stand fucking pork chop sideburn, no mustache Triple H, bro.
So
no
weird back then.
Purple fucking trunks with the world heavyweight title, like, dog.
My man looked like a truck driver mixed with like a roadie rock star.
Yeah,
bro. For
that
some reason,
shit, man.
So weird.
That shit. Thank God for Evolution, because that was the only way that shit worked.
Could have worked out better.
That shit was horrible. El Terrible. But yeah, no, that was a good nostalgia trip though. But in terms of SummerSlam, you got a lot of matches on this card. Of course, this the first 2-night SummerSlam in WWE history. And I'm kind of iffy on that. Like, and I know you definitely iffy on that. I already know how skeptical you are, but like, I don't feel they need to do this for SummerSlam. And I do get it's your WrestleMania of the summer. I do get that. Like, SummerSlam is huge. Don't get me wrong. But
I got a WrestleMania question for you too.
No, for sure. But
into this.
I just feel like WrestleMania, you can make it stand apart and stand alone and give it that extra exclusivity by having that being the only 2-night event, as opposed to having one in the middle of the year. Yeah. Because then you run into the problem that you got to be able to facilitate 2 cards, in the middle of the year. And, I do think this ain't, like, the matches on some of these cards ain't bad, but I don't know if it's enough to yield a 2-night event. You could have got this shit done in one night and just call it a 4-hour event, and let's call it a day. Let's go home.
That's what I feel like, because I'm cool with doing maybe one premium live event, a 2-night thing. That's cool. If you want to keep that to WrestleMania, that's fine. I understand it's the biggest event of all things, but now you're moving to SummerSlam, doing 2 nights. Where does it end? Because eventually I see a point where it's like, all right, Survivor Series is our biggest one in November for Thanksgiving. Let's make that 2 nights.
I think that's what it's going to go to.
You know what? The Royal Rumble should be 2 nights because you know what? We'll make the Rumble even bigger for the men's and the women.
Yep.
When does it end?
It doesn't. And to be honest with you, I think that is the next course of action. Like if WWE continues to grow financially as they are, like they're in the best period they have ever been in terms of money, why wouldn't you do 2 nights for all of your big 4 events? Like I get it. Yeah, you don't want to do it for every event, but the big 4 that you just named, Survivor Series and Royal Rumble, those are 2 big events as well. And I can absolutely see WWE doing that. Do I agree with it? As a fan, not really. Not especially with today's current product, not really, bro. But I'm more wrestling fans ain't gonna turn that down. It's like the NFL.
I mean, I agree with that. Like you said, it's like the NFL. The more football that you get, the more options that you have to watch football. Of course, you're going to watch as much football as you can. And now at the point, wrestling fans is like, all right, I get wrestling Saturday and Sunday too. I'm cool with it.
And it is a way to help build, some of the talent that wouldn't get that time otherwise. Yes. But you have to do it correctly. Like it has to be booked properly. You have to have good feuds going into these events. Mm-hmm. And we'll talk about some of these matches. I don't necessarily like some of the matches, but the overall cards are okay. But once again, I feel like you could have did this in one shot.
Yeah,
that's all.
I really do too.
But shout out to it's in Minneapolis.
SummerSlam it's Jersey.
Jersey. Oh yeah, next year. Next year is Minneapolis. But so and once again they're going to New Jersey, big city, technically New York. Like, you got Cardi B hosting. Like they want to monetize this shit in any way that they can. But we will go through the match card one by one, both nights, and just give our quick predictions, quick thoughts on what the hell we think is going down.
All right, I'll start with Saturday. You got Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross.
I'm really excited for this match.
I'm nervous for this match. I'm going to be honest with you because Karrion Kross has not signed a new deal with WWE, and he has like 1 month left.
I think the plan, I've heard rumors that it is planned for him to resign, though.
Okay.
So I don't think we'll have to worry about that. So is that the only reason you scared? Like, do you like this match going into it? I want to get your thoughts first.
I kind of like this match going in. It's very intriguing just because I feel like Sami and Karrion are telling a very good story right now.
Yeah.
I'm interested to where it will go in the ring wise, if the storytelling will match the ring match. But I'm intrigued. I want to see a little bit more of this. Like, it's slow burning and developing for me. So I like it. I still need to see it play out better in the ring, though.
No, and this is where Triple H's like long-term storytelling strategy, it works in some regards. Like, I love this feud, and shout out to D-Mac. We talked about it a little bit on Big D Energy yesterday. Neil would never let us get a wrestling segment off. Yeah, it's only because he ain't here. But shout out to Neil. We love you, man. But he talked about this being his most anticipated match, and when you look at it from a story standpoint, it makes sense because they're finally leaning into fucking Karrion Kross, bro. And
finally, like,
say what you want about him in the ring. I think he's got it in the ring, but some people would disagree, and that's fine. As far as like being able to cut a promo and having a presence, he does that shit very, very fucking well. And I'm so glad that they are finally getting behind this man and seeing what he can do. I think he could be a champion on this roster. World champion, maybe, but mid-card, absolutely. Like, there's no reason why he shouldn't hold a mid-card title.
Yes.
And, I do love the fact that they have this long-running shit to where whoever he interacts with, they end up doing some duck shit down the road. Like, he's trying to turn Sami heel right now, and this is something that I predicted earlier in the year. Remember, I said Sami has the makings of having a heel turn right now. I think this match is going to result in a Sami heel turn. You look back at some of the people he's interacted with before, they have all gone down the heel path. And I love that story because it gives him some type of credibility and it keeps it interesting because it's like, what is this interaction going to turn out to be? And it's not conventional. He ain't giving you the same cookie cutter scripted bullshit that you would normally get from WWE. No disrespect, but we know what that is. He's giving you a different element. He's coming at it in a different angle, and it's unpredictable, and that's what makes me want to watch. So I'm absolutely excited for this match. Who you think going over, though, is the question.
Give me Kross on this one because he did put the stipulation out there. Like, if he wins, Sami has to say whatever it is that Cross has been pushing him to say, and I think this leads into him turning heel.
We in lockstep because Sammy got the first dub too. And you got to take that into account. Sammy did get the first dub, so it's made for Karrion Kross to win this. Like you said, the stipulation, you got to say, what did he say you got to say?
He has to say whatever it is that's on Karrion Kross's mind at that point in time.
Yeah, so I don't know I think it's admit I was right or some shit. You have to say Karrion Kross was right. But either way, I believe it's going to turn into a Sami Zayn heel turn. And get this, I thought about this. Just like, getting high, just think about wrestling, bro.
Matter of fact, high thought.
I like that. We need to get that sponsored.
I was going to talk to Brady about that. I was going to talk to Brady about that too.
Don't talk to Brady, talk to Spitty. You know he's the spokesperson. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Shout out to my boy Spitty, bro. I think that with the Money in the Bank briefcase kind of being up in the air right now.
Limbo right now, basically.
And they keep alluding to the fact, like throughout this Karrion Kross feud, that Sammy wants to be world champion. I do think that maybe WWE has a plan for Sammy later down the road to go after the World Heavyweight Championship. I wouldn't say the undisputed WWE Championship because we all know that's the big title.
Yeah.
But as far as the World Heavyweight Championship, that is a good spot for Sami Zayn to be. You give him some credibility. He's been world champion, and he deserves it. Like, come on now. Like, he's been around for a long time, one of the best workers this generation, I would say. Before, and he's not the same Sami Zayn. He's a little older, but he can still go in the ring.
Yeah.
For all the hard work that he's done, I feel like that's the perfect title to give him. And that would be dope. They don't be looking at us, Brady. But that would be dope, bro. And I think that maybe you can tie in the Money in the Bank situation. Sammy goes heel in pursuit of the Money in the Bank briefcase, or maybe he gets it and then he starts turning heel because he has such a desire to prove everybody wrong and finally become a world champion. So I think that's an outlet. What do you think about that?
I like that. I like that the planning that you had right there. It's the booking. It's the storytelling. If they can just still like kind of keep all of this a little bit secret, back in the back until it actually happens on screen, I'm with it because I definitely think Sammy needs another run.
I'm not going to lie, bro. I would even drag this, like, if you want to give Sammy that moment, why not drag this out to WrestleMania season?
Oh,
I would have, maybe him get involved with whatever this faction is. Now that Seth's gone, they never got a name, so I don't even know what the fuck to call them.
These dudes.
The Oracles, I guess you could say, because of Paul Heyman. The Oracles. Right. But you have him kind of go back and forth with this faction, and I think he already has, but you kind of have him go back and forth more with this faction now that Seth is gone. You can easily drag that to the Royal Rumble. And then maybe have him lose in like the final, 4 or whatever. Then you give him the shot at Elimination Chamber to win the briefcase. And maybe he wins the briefcase, but that's when he starts turning heel. And whoever your champion is at that point, I assume it'll be a face because I can't see, Gunther. I hate to say it, I can't see Gunther having a very long title run. So I don't know, but there's a lot of things I feel like that can come out of that.
Yeah. Definitely. Moving on, because I know we're short on time.
Yeah, we are short on time.
this one's pretty easy for me. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. I'm sorry, Tiff. Love you, girl, but hand over the title.
You think it's Jade's time?
I think it's time. I think it's time. There's no time like the present right now. Tiff, like, I love her as a character and everything, but I feel like she needs to be heel in this and just needs the title off of her. I think Jade is the perfect person to kind of roll that mantle on a little bit more. And this kind of maybe adds to maybe her and Bianca feuding a little bit.
I do agree. I struggle with this one because I don't know if WWE is ready to pull the trigger on taking the belt off of Tiff just yet. But I've said this months ago, and you'll co-sign this. I told you I don't think Tiffany Stratton works as a face. Like, she is way better as a heel.
Way better.
And she's gotten, to her credit, she has gotten over as a face. But I feel like it would be stronger if she was a heel. Like, I just, her personality, her gimmick, it just all screams she should be
a heel.
And that's kind of how she came up as being a heel. So I don't know, bro. I would love to see, I would love to see Jade win the title.
Oh, absolutely.
But I do wonder, is Jade ready for that spot? Because there's been a lot of criticism around Jade, and some of it is rightful. in regards to her in-ring work. To me, she's gotten better each time I've seen her. But I think we all agree she's far from polished. She's far from, being at her peak. This is a big spot for her, bro. And to win the belt this early, I just don't know if they're ready to pull the trigger on that. But it does make sense because you take Naomi out the picture. She's got the world title now. So you haven't really addressed the Jade Bianca element of it all. And maybe if Jade can win the title, I do think that will come back around. Because not only can you turn Tiffany heel by losing the title to Jade, you can also have Bianca Belair as her opponent going into Royal Rumble season. And then that's when we start getting the real between what the fuck is going on between Jade and Bianca. Because eventually that's got to get addressed.
Yes, it has to.
Because all they do is look at each other. But it's not like a look of endearment. They give each other these weird fucking stares and then they just don't say anything.
Like, what?
But I feel like that's leading to something. And I told you, I'm on the bandwagon until I'm wrong. I think there's still a chance Bianca Belair turns heel. And don't you think that's entertaining as fuck?
Yeah, obviously. I would love to see it, but when will it happen? We don't know. As you said, we keep getting these interactions of them just staring at each other, the stare down, and then the walk off. Like, is anything going to happen, or are we just going to blow this off like a month from now and like forget all about it, like we've done with other previous storylines that never developed?
I hope not, because everything is right there in the palm of your hand, bro. You could really provide some interesting stories going into Royal Rumble season. But I do fuck it. I think Jay might win. I'll go ahead and say I'm on Jay. They might do it. They might do it.
Let's go, Jay.
Tiffany done had the title for a minute now. So yeah.
All right, next up we got RK Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. The celebrity tag team match.
I could care less about this match, and I'm mad. This is a match perfect for up and coming talent. Now, if you wanted to stick, I'm trying to think. If you wanted, I'll just say Ricky Saints. I know he's not on the main roster, but if you wanted to stick people like Ricky Saints or a Trick Williams or somebody like that in this type of match, I'd be all for it. Why the fuck
Carmelo Hayes?
Yeah, right. Yeah, he ain't doing. Y'all done fucking number one draft pick. Y'all ain't did shit with Melo. I'm sick about that too. I ain't gonna lie to you. He got way too much talent for y'all to be wasting. But like, why is Randy Orton involved? Why is Drew McIntyre involved? These are two of your biggest stars, and Randy Orton being on the other side of his career right now, and he's still a main event player. You need to be getting him more relevant shit. So I hate this match. I get it. The celebrity angle, you're trying to bring in dollars. You're trying to bring in the casual audience. I'm just like, bro, one, this match is unnecessary. And two, you could have did this with the younger stars to help build them up instead of just having fucking Drew and Randy that have nothing to gain out of this. Nothing at all. But I get it. You want veteran workers in there with the celebrities, make sure they don't get hurt. And it's even different with like a Logan Paul because he's a active wrestler. Like, you got to give him credit. He is a partially full-time wrestler at this point.
Which is fair.
So he can go, he would be able to, I feel like, take care of a Jelly Roll or, they're using him as the celebrity in the situation, but he would be able to, cater and help make sure the match goes off without a hitch. We've seen how he did it with Rey Mysterio. Like, he kind of saved Rey Mysterio from really injuring himself,
he did.
A while back. Yep. So why Drew and Randy, I have no fucking clue, bro. This is how you pay off Drew after the fucking 2024 he gave you, where he basically carried the fucking company. And I know you're not a Drew guy, but the facts are the facts.
I'm not a Drew guy.
Him and CM Punk carried 2024.
I would have liked to have seen maybe Drew and Randy in this match. I don't think you needed Logan Paul and Jelly Roll, but you got them as it is. Give me RK Roll on this one, but this match does nothing. This is probably like your filler bathroom break match of night one. I'm sorry.
I'm not even going to pick a winner because I just don't care. Like, who the fuck? Let's just get on with it, bro. A tag team, don't nobody want to see that. But anyway.
Well, getting on with it, you got Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker.
I like that match. I love the OTC being back. I always think it's funny how the fans just cheer his fucking name now when he's not even there. I remember a time when it was different. I tried to tell y'all the big dog was all right, but no, KG was crazy. KG was out of his fucking mind. Listen, man, I'm glad the OTC is back. This is a good match. It gives Jay a little bit of juice, coming off the title loss and him kind of spiraling at this point. Well, I don't want to use that's a strong word.
He's not spiraling.
He's been in the wash though. Can we say that? Like
spin cycle.
Yeah, he's been in the spin cycle. Like he hasn't. They've put him in some relevant matches, like the King of the Ring stuff. He was in that, but you knew he wasn't gonna win. Like especially
just BS.
Yeah, and just at least they're keeping Jey Uso active, but they should be doing more with him in the main event scene. Like I said, he can be a main eventer that never really wins the title, but y'all gotta just keep him in prominent spots, bro, because he is just way too over. Say what you want about his in-ring style, but OTC being back is good. You get a pseudo bloodline reunion, and you're giving Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker something to do. Wow, I don't even know if WWE still has a plan for what the fuck is going to go on with Paul Heyman, this faction, in the briefcase. Because Seth getting hurt in the middle of that was a big blow. Like they had literally like year-long plans for what the fuck this Seth faction was going to be, and they had to scrap it. So I feel like they're working this shit out on the fly, and this will get you by for right now, but they do long-term have to figure out what you're going to do with this faction. To me, I would have Braun Breaker go on a power trip. I would have him start kind of bucking at Heyman, and I would have him take the briefcase.
Really?
Because eventually, like, you knew they was building up for the angle that Seth Rollins is the mastermind, but Braun Breaker is next up. And Paul Heyman keeps hyping him as next up. He gave him the next big thing title. That's no small thing. We all know once you get that title, you are expected to be Brock Lesnar. And to Braun Breaker's credit, he has that type of ability. So I do think he is the next big thing, but you got to start showing that. You got to start showing that he is a prominent player going forward. And I think that's a good way to give the story some intrigue. You have some infighting with this group because Paul Heyman, he can't control them. Seth Rollins not around. He can't control these motherfuckers. Braun Breaker going to do what the fuck he want because he's a Steiner. He's a hothead. He's going to do what he want. And eventually I would have him overthrow Heyman and whatever this fucking faction is.
That and also Breaker is kind of over in all the arenas that you go to.
Bro, like, he's so
I was at LCA for Monday Night Raw, and the whole entire arena is barking. Even when he's beating up Roman and Jay, they don't care. He's still barking. So,
bro, they even gave him the perfect tagline. I can't remember what Raw it was. It was like maybe like a year ago. But he came, you know how they do like the backstage camera shot when they walking through Gorilla and out to the ring.
Mm-hmm.
He addressed the crowd. He was like, "Are there any dogs in Minnesota tonight?" And everybody just lost their shit, bro.
I'm telling you,
they got everything ready made for Braun Breaker to be a star. Like he's oozing that. Like he is just star power personified. And of course, he has his family to thank for that.
Yes,
but y'all got to start showing it, and that's just my only thing. Y'all got to start showing it.
You gotta start showing it. Give me Roman and Jay on this one to win. I like them coming back as the bloodline together. Although I will say this, there are rumors that Jay could turn on Roman after they win this match. And Jay now is heel.
Bro, hold the fucking phone. I ain't even think of that as a possibility.
It's just a rumor, but there's a possibility that Jay did say at a certain point in time he would like to go back to being a heel.
That's good juice for Jay, bro. Maybe that's something because he's over as fuck right now. So him breaking the fans' heart and turning heel, that would give him so much heat, bro. And the fans would like, oh my god.
Although I don't know if WWE wants to give up on the whole Yeet movement and the selling merch that he's got going right now. But
as much as I love Jey Uso, I love the Yeet movement. It's working. It's true. And for those neckbeard ass fans out there that hate and don't understand culture and don't understand what the fuck Yeet is, it's been great. But I do have to agree with the fact that it's going to get tired at a point.
It hasn't ran its course.
And I do feel like it is maybe in the early stages of, I think it's starting to run its course.
Oh.
Like the don't get me wrong, the stadium's still live. They still going to Yeet when he come out. But can you see another year of just Jey Uso being the Yeet man?
I can't see a whole year. Like you said, it's gonna get old. Like I love it right now, but will I love it 3 months from now? I don't know.
I don't know, man. Especially if y'all not gonna put them in prominent spots. Now, if you turn them heel, that we talking some whole different shit. And you turning him heel against Roman, that's huge. That's huge. And maybe we get the well, it won't happen now, but maybe you get that kind of SummerSlam rematch. The SummerSlam in Detroit.
The Detroit rematch, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. I think that's interesting. That's an interesting angle to look at it. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I don't know if WWE would do that. But as of right now, just picking winner shooting shit. I guess you would go. You know what? I'm gonna give Braun and Bronson Reed the dub.
Ooh.
Because I do feel like you got to keep them relevant with Seth Rollins being lost right now. You got to find some ways to keep them as a credible faction. So I would give them the win right now. Maybe you give Roman his lick back later on, but as of right now, I would give them the dub.
Okay. All right, moving on. We got Raquel and Roxanne versus Alexa Bliss and Charlotte.
Boy, do I love Roxanne in the fucking Judgment Day. I meant to tell you this, JB, because we haven't been able to get in here, dog. This Judgment Day shit, this is probably the most fire the Judgment Day has been in all of these years of being.
They are hot right now. I will give them that. Like,
Dom is coming into his own. I'm here to sing Dom's praises. I ain't gonna lie to you. The more and more I see Dominic Mysterio, the tougher and tougher he is getting. That shit that he's doing in AAA right now, him being the champion, starting to get a little gusto. He still got some coward elements to him, but I love the fact that WWE is finally starting to shed that, and they starting to push him as a credible fucking wrestler.
AAA is also trying to make him their go-to guy as well too. They might put the title on him over there.
That's a perfect fucking bro. Like you cannot cook that shit up any better. Dom Mysterio is finally being taken seriously, and that's where I feel the money is. Like, make Dom a asshole, bro. Make him a winning asshole. Have him win all his matches the Eddie Guerrero way, but as a heel, bro. Oh my God.
We still,
bro. Dom has got some big things in his future. I really do believe that. The more I see him, the more I'm just like impressed, and I think that, bro, he could be big. Like, if he keeps on this trajectory, Dom could be big time in the next absolutely in the next 10 years. But in the next 5 years, don't be surprised if Dominic Mysterio is like in that main event scene and with that kind of, like I said, the Eddie Guerrero gimmick, but as a heel. But I would give me the Judgment Day, bro.
Your Judgment Day on this one?
Listen, Charlotte and Alexa, and to y'all credit, bro, I did not think it could work. But I got to give it up.
It's working.
So far, it is working. But once again, I'll bring up the question. Is it more because of Alexa Bliss being next to her? Or is it more because Charlotte is actually starting to be, like, valued and kind of, like, loved by the fans? I don't know.
I think it's the Alexa Bliss angle, which is why I'm going with them two to at least capture these tag titles, to keep them somewhat relevant as to what's going on, because their story is interesting, but I don't know where it goes or where it's going to end. Because I know it's going to end at a certain point with them two feuding against each other. True, I just don't know when and where.
Fucking Raquel and Roxanne is cooking, though, right now. Like, even Raquel looking the best she's ever looked. I think you keep the Judgment Day shit going and them as tag team champions until Liv comes back. And then we all know what's going to happen when Liv comes back.
Yeah, we know what's about to happen.
So I would keep them just hot as fish grease right now. But Roxanne was the perfect addition to the fucking Judgment Day. They on fire. Finn Balor cooking as well. Like, everything is working at one time. I've never been more excited to watch the Judgment Day.
That's facts. Finally, what I think is the main event for Saturday, you got Gunther taking on CM Punk.
I've been struggling with this one. I want to say, I believe Gunther's going to win, but I want to say CM Punk's going to win. Because eventually y'all gotta pay CM Punk off for the work that he's done, bro. And to give him the World Heavyweight title, I think that's a good start. I would really have him going after the Undisputed title, but we all know it's kind of in flux between the John Cena situation and whatever the fuck they finna do with Cody Rhodes.
That's true too.
And maybe you can give CM Punk, some love on the back end, but give me Gunther, man. You probably gonna have Gunther retain.
Man.
I want to say CM Punk. I really do. I just don't know if they're going to pull the trigger.
My heart says go with CM Punk, but my brain says Gunther is still going to walk out of SummerSlam with the title.
I would love to see it.
Give me CM Punk. Give me CM Punk.
But what I will say, though, this match is going to be very entertaining, though.
Yes.
Like, CM Punk is going to go in there, and I already know the brawling style of Gunther. They going to go lay it the fuck in, bro, and it's going to be good. But, yeah, I got Gunther today.
All right, moving on to Sunday, because we're still short on time. Dominic versus AJ Styles for the title. Dom.
And it's really, like, recently they had AJ Styles go back to TNA. And I feel like that's perfect for him right now. You've even discussed that. I think you were the first one on that. AJ Styles should absolutely be back in TNA.
I like him in TNA.
He should win the title from Trick Williams.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie to you. He should win the title from Trick Williams. But that's what I would do with AJ as of right now. Now, going down the road, I would bring him back to WWE and give him some prominent fucking shit to do. Because it's AJ fucking Styles. But, it's Dom, bro. You can't interrupt what the fuck Dom got going on right now. He cooking, dog.
It's Dom for me as well, too. Everything that you said, you cannot interrupt what's going on with him. The Judgment Day, he's on a rocket. Dude, just let him go that way.
He is cooking, bro.
You got Solo versus Jacob Fatu.
This is one of my matches I can't wait to see. I just love the work that Solo and Jacob Fatu has been putting in. Solo is looking more and more credible as he's gone by. He's fit. He's what's the word? He's finally grown into his character. Like, because he's got like the kind of sarcastic shit going on. He a little bit funny, but he's still Solo Sikoa, and you can't sleep on him. He's also still dangerous, and I like that. I do like the new version of the MFTs or whatever the fuck, the NFTs, whatever the fuck they call themselves. But they not the bloodline. They trying to do something a little bit different. I do like that. Where the fuck is Tama Tonga? That's been my whole question in this whole thing.
Maybe you see him Sunday.
You think they're going to add another member?
I mean, they keep talking about every new member that's at the Performance Center, that's over here in this promotion. It's like, well, fucking just bring them all in. And now at a certain point, because, I mean, you still got the twins performing in NXT, the twin ladies. And it's just like, hey, at a certain point, everyone's going to be over in the main roster.
Man, I don't know. And once again, if anybody has any news on the whereabouts of Tama Tonga and what the fuck happened to him being involved with this shit, please let me know. Because we got the guy Tonga Loa. It's funny the fucking sarcastic love they be giving Tonga Loa online. But listen, bro, he's not perfect. We all know that. But cut the man a break, bro. Like, Tonga Loa ain't that bad. You can do worse. I get it. He's a botch machine, but you can say the same thing about LA Knight, and I love LA Knight.
That's true too. Yeah.
What are we doing here, bro? You could do worse. But but until I found out what's going on with that, I still kind of feel like this group is a tad incomplete. But I don't think they need to add another member at this point. Just let Solo rock with what he's doing right now. Solo's gonna win. Jacob Fatu, he has bigger and better things than the U.S. title, but you got to keep him feuding with Solo, and they are literally building off of each other. This is turning into more and more of a blood feud, and you're doing nothing but promoting both of those guys. So I think it's Solo all day long.
Give me Solo as well, too. I can't see them taking the title off of him.
Taking it all.
They are better things ahead for Jacob Fatu, so keep him feuding with Solo for a little bit, but let him skyrocket to do something else. So give me Solo with that. Becky versus Lyra. I
don't care. Here come day.
I don't care.
Why you hate Lyra so much, man?
I don't care. Becky retains this. Bayley comes out and attacks Lyra. Bayley comes out, interferes, fucks everything up.
Let me ask you a question. What is Bayley right now? Is she face or heel?
She's just in between right now.
I think so too.
And like, you need some direction for her.
Where would you have her go, face or heel?
Fucking turn her back face, because I feel like it's been a while in the works for her being a heel. It's kind of worked. It kind of hasn't, especially if you add the group around with Damage Control. But I think her best work was as a face, and she's getting a lot of love right now, especially from here as well too, with her Kroger's appearance that she had over the weekend as well too. A lot of people came out to see her. So
a lot. My boy JB, he is in love with Bayley. He didn't even have a chance.
I was trying to,
not a chance in hell.
But the line was too long and it was too hot. I'm sorry, girl, but I still got love for you. Yeah, just turn her back face, and you know what? Come out there and be like, I want what I'm owed right now. I want that title.
Okay. wasn't the last iteration of Bayley a face?
I don't really know. I feel like it was still in between. Still, like some people loved her, some hated her.
I think it was coming off of the damage control angle and her kind of, I think she was viewed more as a face. Like and I think she won the women's championship, during that year as well. She was definitely, I would say, a face at that point. She wasn't really doing the ding dong hello type Bayley shit.
Yeah, that shit.
I think it's best to turn her heel right now, dog, because her being a face is kind of tired. Like, we all love Bayley. She's gonna get cheered regardless because she's Bayley. But I think you do her more justice as a heel. I think she's good as a heel. But maybe do it differently than what you did it before. Not the role model, not the ding dong hello. Maybe try something new with her. And I think you want to keep Lyra a face right now. So I do agree she'll probably come out and attack Lyra, maybe side with Becky. Like, I don't know what the true dynamic is going on between those three right now. But all I know is they all hate each other. So are they keeping the belt on Bex?
I think you do.
I do think you would do Lyra some favors giving her the belt back. I just have different viewpoints on Lyra. I think she is starting to prove herself more and more. Still not where you want her to be, but at least she is being given the spots to improve. And I think that she is really the future of that Raw Women's division, bro. I'm not ready to give up on her yet. But I guess give me Becky, bro, just because I don't know what direction they going in with this story right now.
All right, and the final two matches for Sunday. One, Naomi, Io, and Rhea Ripley in a triple threat match for the Women's Championship. Do you put the belt back on Rhea? Does Naomi stay your champion?
Naomi got to stay champion. I believe it, bro. She talk about breakout fucking woman of the year, and I am so fucking happy.
Proceed with caution,
bro. Her heel work right now, and although it's exaggerated and she's kind of like a movie villain almost,
yeah, a little bit, yeah,
it's fucking working, bro. It works for her. The theme song, the look, the attitude, everything is working for Naomi right now, and I'm just happy that she is finally getting the fucking shine she deserves. Naomi been one of the best women on the women's roster for a long fucking time. And I even think back to when when her and Sasha Banks walked out.
Yes.
Because they weren't getting prominent angles.
They weren't happy.
The tag title shit was a disaster at the time. They had no plans for him for real, and they walked out on Vince. I think back to that and where she is now, it's night and fucking day. And you see what happens when you just finally put the fucking nurturing into somebody that's been good for her. But she was a 2-time champion.
Yes.
One of the most athletic women on the roster. She's always been good. She went to TNA and fucking killed it as Trinity Fatu. Like, what are we talking about right now? So I think she cooking. You can't interrupt her push right now. And Rhea can survive this. Io can survive this because Io is mad over right now. If you ain't paid attention, the finger points and shit. I think that shit kind of dope, the fucking shit. But Io can do no wrong right now. So both of those women can survive this. They at the top of the division. Naomi, keep her hot, bro. And I think that there's a lot of branching stories that you can play off of Naomi being a dominant heel on the women's roster. So I'm going with Naomi, bro.
I think I got to side with you and Naomi. She needs this. As you said, Io and Rhea, they'll survive this. They will be okay. There are other things in the works that you can do with them later on down the lines. But Naomi needs this. She is so over. You should see how many young ladies come to the arenas dressed into all the caution tapes and everything like that. Like, her character has gotten over. As you said, in TNA, like, she was big over there. Like, bro, let her build this character up in her way, even though it does look a little hokey at times, like cartoon villain and shit. But still, it's working, as you said. Just keep her moving forward with this title. She can take this to a higher place. She deserves this moment,
bro. And let me tell you real quick, her promo work is fucking unbelievable, bro, because it's realistic.
Yes, it's just
I love when she goes out there and talks and interacts with the fans when they give her the one chant. She'll just say some shit that I expect a black woman like Naomi to say.
She will go off the wall and just off the cuff and just
yes, bro.
I'm talking over here.
Yeah, bro. Like, everything she has done, bro. Naomi is dog, she cooking right now, dog. And that's all I can say. Her promo work is fucking chef's kiss, dog. Like, I love what they doing with her right now. Keep her momentum going, please.
Keep her momentum going. And the final match of the night, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. What are we doing here?
I was fearing this.
What are we doing here with this match moving forward with Cody, moving forward with John? He only has a couple more dates left. He keeps saying, I think it's like down to 6 or 8 dates that he has left, and that's it.
And guess what? It's time. I think we get the double turn. And I predicted this a couple months ago. That's what's going to happen. Cody's going to win the title back, and he's going to go on a power trip. John Cena's going to lose. He's going to feel sorry for himself. And somehow they are going to turn him back face. Because let's be honest, this Cena heel turn is not worked. If you've enjoyed it at home, I'm not trying to shit on your fun. This is IMO. Yes. IMO, much like our Tigers discussion earlier today. This is IMO. I think differently about shit, and I can admit that. It's time, bro. Because 6 dates left. That's not that many events. Because they're gonna drag out the 6 days.
They are.
So let's be real. We're gonna get John Cena until the end of the year, but those 6 dates now are very, very crucial. You turn him back face now, get him back in the fans' favor now, and you send him off in some way. I still don't know what the proper send-off is gonna be for him at this point, but I think he's losing the title. I really do. The money is in Cody, and Cody has openly stated the American Nightmare as a face shit is working right now, but I want to do the other side of that eventually. I want to go heel eventually. If it was up to The Rock, I would have already been a heel. I think it's time, bro. And you don't make Cody turn heel right away. You draw it out, and you have little subtle hints along the way, as we kind of saw with the Kevin Owens shit. Him kind of wilding out after he won that match. I would do shit like that along the way, and maybe around Royal Rumble time is when you have him go full blown. Nah, fuck that. Cody he tripping right now.
Mm.
But until then, I think it's time, bro. It's time for Cena to be back face. It's time for Cody to do something different. But he is the face of the company, and he needs to have the title.
I'm so torn between this, man.
I will say, this will be 10 times better than that bullshit, hopefully.
Yes.
That they gave us at WrestleMania.
This will be.
You have to right the wrongs of WrestleMania in this match. Please, WWE, right the wrongs of fucking WrestleMania, and don't make it 10,000 run-ins. Please, just let them tell the fucking story, but please don't let this be WrestleMania Part 2. Go ahead, JB.
I definitely agree with you. This will be better than the WrestleMania match, the BS that we got with all the run-ins and everything like that. I don't know where you go with this, because a part of me is going to be the WWE angle of keep the title on Cena until it's time for him to drop it to the last date, and that's just it. But then I want to see the Cody heel turn, because he put out there that if and when he does change heel, everything is going to change. The entrance music, the not giving a fuck, the not caring about the kids and the audience and anything like that.
Change the entrance though. Whoa.
Yes, he said he wants to change the entrance music, and he will just do any and everything to go off the cuff to try and get canceled. Basically, his words.
And you know what? What this is John Cena when he was supposed to turn heel back in 2012 or whenever that was, when he was feuding with The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have Cody Rhodes be the John Cena of today eventually.
Yes.
You got to give him a proper heel turn while he is in the prime of his fucking career. And we've seen Cody as a heel in AEW. It works. It works. And with a WWE audience, it would work even more, I feel like. Because the fans are so invested in the Cody and him being the face and the merch seller. The kids love him. Turn him face. And like you said, this whole shit is going to look different. It's going to change.
But I just don't know if you turn Cody heel, will everyone follow suit and start to boo him? Or are you still cheering him just because it's Cody? You've had this guy for so long.
I think
be the baby face.
I think the fans.
Could you turn him in a way that's just all right, now we really hate him. He is an asshole.
There are still going to be fans that cheer Cody just because of the person that he is and the type of work that he does. However, I feel like the smart wrestling fan and the long time, the hardcore wrestling fan will realize what the fuck is going on, and they will boo him. They will change the cheers to boos. And to be honest, I feel like the hardcore wrestling crowd is really the crowd that want to see him turn heel. Of course, the casuals and the kids, they love Cody. They just want him to be sunshine and rainbows and pet puppies Cody, and that's all well and good. But for the product and just I love the merch selling and all that. Eventually in wrestling, you do have to have serious angles. What better way to do that than to have the face of your company turn heel? I just feel like Cody can handle it, bro. And I feel like the fans will join him. They are smart enough to know, okay, we see what Cody's doing here. We recognize this from what he did previous. We are going to get behind him and boo him to make him more credible. And that is their way of respecting Cody and showing love by giving him the heat.
If I gotta pick one, Cody wins this match and basically goes on the asshole heel run of the EVPs from AEW. He just goes out there and just kind of just showboats. Kind of gives you a Rock-esque type of heel back in the day with the Versace shirts and everything, that type of Rock. When he comes out.
I don't know if it's gonna be that.
I mean, not to dress like.
Okay, good.
That type of attitude.
You still gonna have suited Cody. What I think it'll be more of, hey, I think CM Punk did this angle before, but you can do it a little bit differently. I'm the locker room leader. Listen, I am your champion. I'm the face of the company. How many times have they called him the quarterback of WWE now?
That's true.
That is the new catchphrase. He's the quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means y'all gotta fucking listen to me. I'm the one I'm selling out the arenas. I'm drawing the ticket sales. I sell the merch. Listen, this shit is mine. Y'all have to listen to me. I am the quarterback. I run the fucking show, and everybody else needs to fall in fucking line. And I think that's the angle that they going. I'm what's best for business. He's still going to be suited up, Cody, but it's going to take on a whole new look. A lot of people say Homelander is going to have elements of that, but it's not going to be full-blown Homelander.
Yes.
It's going to be, I run this shit. I'm Cody Rhodes. My family was disrespected for generations upon generations. And now that I'm at the top, y'all going to give me my fucking respect as a Rhodes. Like, he even said at the beginning of his theme song. And if he changed the song, keep the drop at the beginning.
Yes.
Wrestling has more than one royal family. And no, I run this shit now. The Rhodes run this shit now. That's how I would do it.
After he wins the title, Monday Night Raw, come out there, do every single thing that you just said, and shit on John Cena. You shit on John Cena to the point where it's like you start to feel sorry for John. You switch him to now being that baby face, that heel that like, all right, we have to get behind him. This is his last run, his last hope. Like, we love John Cena, but we don't want to see him go out like this. And then Cody just sits here and shits on him like, you sat here and had his merch. You had his merch. I've seen you with his merch on. Yeah, I run this now. The Rhodes run this.
JB, that's why I love doing this with you, dog. You found it because, dog, you remember Cody Rhodes just came out, I believe it was this last SmackDown or the one before that, and he said, I want the real John Cena at SummerSlam. Fuck all that fraudulent shit you've been doing. Fuck all that. I need the real John Cena to fucking show up at SummerSlam. You can absolutely parlay that into Cody winning the title and then coming out the next night on SmackDown or Raw, wherever it is, and like you said, going on a shit tour on John Cena. Fuck John Cena. He was never as good as me. That shit at WrestleMania was my fault because I didn't take the shot. I'm not doing that no more. I'm going to always take the shot now. Y'all all love John Cena. Y'all was all buying his merch. Bro, I think you found it, bro. I think that's the angle that they going with. Now that I look at it, I think that's the perfect way to fucking do it. And then you have the fans start to feel sorry for John Cena. They already still cheering it. So they going to instantly start to feel sorry if Cody just goes on a fucking tirade and destroys John Cena. And that's where you start the redemption arc. That's where you start John Cena. Maybe Cody's right. Maybe, I don't know how they'll play it out, but they got to find a way to get John Cena back to the good graces of the fans, and they'll do that. It's John Cena. It's his last ride.
Yeah, he'll bounce back.
JB, you found it, dog.
He'll bounce back some way. Like, whether it's John coming out there saying, like, hey, look, you need to chill. Like, I know I was an asshole. I was on my shit, but you need to chill. You're the face of every single kid out here, And Cody's just like, no, fuck that.
It's my time now.
Yeah.
What R-Truth be saying? I'm driving now. No. I'm still mad about how they doing Ron Killings right now, but that's another story for another time. But I'm driving now. Look, I'm the captain now. Fuck that. Y'all fall in line. Mm-hmm. Bro, I think you found it, JB. That's it right there. You found it. But no, this was a great episode. I'm so mad that we didn't get a chance to touch boxing, and I promise we will do this the next episode. It's been a crazy week, y'all. We trying to make a lot of shit happen at once. Yeah. But the next time we come in, I know it's late, but we will have little short reviews of UFC 318, maybe even talk about the new event coming up, because we may have a watch party for that, UFC 319.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But no, we will just talk about the Max Holloway fight briefly. I'll bring up the Alexander Usyk fight briefly because that was a knockout as well. And I definitely want to talk about Clarissa Shields because I was there this past weekend. Shout out to D-Mac. Me and D-Mac actually went with some of my family members, and we had a great time, bro. Good, great seats. D-Mac always the mayor of LCA, bro. Whenever D-Mac step in that bitch, he gonna get took care of. And he took care of us. So big shout out to D-Mac. I had a great time. What an experience. And I went to see Clarissa last year, and the energy was crazy. I would say this year was times 10 of what I saw last year.
Oh, wow.
I mean, the fan energy, the Rick Ross entrance, it was just so much. Clarissa is that she is the GOAT. And I maybe want to bring up, the Layla Ali factor, because there's a lot of talk.
Is she getting up there to that level?
Hey, Clarissa put the money up, so it's all on Layla Ali. And it's funny because I was debating this with my father-in-law. He old school. They don't think it's a chance in hell that Clarissa Shields can stand up to Layla Ali. But she hasn't.
Is Layla still working? Is she in good?
She's in shape, but she hasn't fought in almost 20 years.
That's asking a lot, man.
I tried to tell him.
This is like your Logan Paul, Mike Tyson type.
I tried to tell him. I'm not saying Layla would get washed. But I'm just saying it's not going to be the cakewalk that y'all think it is.
It is not going to be pretty.
Being in shape is one thing. Being in boxing shape is a whole different thing. But we going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. But just look forward to that in the next episode. Once again, apologies that we cannot get to it this week. Just a lot going on. But since SummerSlam is the relevant topic, we wanted to get that to y'all. Shout out to everybody that show us love. We do plan on, really growing this thing and getting this thing on track. Now that we are both together again full time, we will be in the studio a little bit more, and we'll be doing different stuff, man. We're trying to get fan interviews, fan interaction. It looks like we will have a working relationship with Mitten Muay Thai. Shout out to them. I look forward to, having them on the program whenever they have a big event coming up and promoting some of the fighters as well. This is an open outlet for them. And for anybody else, Crunk Gym and things of that nature. Anybody else up and coming in the city in the fight game, we want to talk about it. We want to talk about it. But no, shout out to everybody that supports us. We see the love. The numbers ain't huge, but for the the few y'all that be in here and watch our shows live, we appreciate that. The ones that watch it afterwards, the couple hundred that support us afterwards, we absolutely appreciate it. Drop some in the comments. We do read the comments. We'll try and get any topics y'all want to touch in. And we're going to keep this shit rolling, man. But for KG, for JB, this has been Woodward Ringside. We appreciate you.
Peace.